Hi guys, and welcome. In this video we'll explore the surface area of a triangular prism. Now, as we've seen in the previous video, the surface area is just the total or the sum of all the faces of that solid. So we find out each individual area and we add them all up. Okay, so what does the net of a triangular prism look like? In this case it's a right angle triangular prism, so it's going to look differently to any other triangular prism. So what does this one look like? So if we unravel it, it'll have that arrangement, so that's the net. And I've color coded each side, so if it's in red, all the red ones are the same size, all the yellow ones are the same size, and the green ones are the same, and the blue ones are the same. Alright, here are the specific measurements. So the base here of 5 is the base there, 5, which means that that's 5. This hypotenuse is going to be that hypotenuse, which is the same as that hypotenuse. We've got that length here, which is going to be that length, and then you can see the rest of them just follow by looking at the dimensions of the rectangles. So if that's 11, that's 11, that's 11, and that's 11. That one will sit on that side, so that's 13, same as that one, and this 12 will sit on that 12, and same reason why those two are both 12. Alright, calculate the surface area for the following triangular prism. Okay, so without the net, it could be a little complex, but I'll go through what individual parts are. So the first working out is the two triangles. So the first triangle is the front, and that's a half times base times perpendicular height, and I've multiplied it by 2 because we've got two triangles. This piece of working out is two lots of that rectangle, because the same rectangle is on the other side. So 2 times the area of the rectangle, and that measurement is the base. So underneath here is your 1500 times 2200. So individual parts are worked out, then added together to get the total surface area, which works out to be 10,300,000 square millimeters. If you needed the net, we'll then draw that. Like I said earlier, it's probably easiest to draw the net and then work out the individual parts. In this case, we've got 5 faces. Okay, pause the video, have a go at attempting this question, and then we'll go through the working out in a moment. Alright, this first piece of working out is working out the value of x. So the value of x is given by a particular theorem that you studied last year, and that theorem, called Pythagoras' theorem, helps us work out side lengths in a right angle triangle. So the base in this one is 10 millimeters, that is 15 millimeters, and we've called that one x. And we know through Pythagoras' theorem that the hypotenuse squared is equal to the sum of the other squares, Okay, so 15 squared plus 10 squared is 325, and you could on your calculator find out what the square root of 325 is, but I've left it like that. That's exact form. I don't need to round off just yet, so I'm going to leave it like that. Okay, the surface area is the two triangles, the one on the front and the 1 on the back. We got 10 times 3, which is the base. We have 15 times 3, which is the back, if I want to call it the back. And we have this particular rectangle, which is the square root of 325 times 3. Okay, so we've got 150, which is this calculation, 2 times a half, which is 1, 1 times that, which is 150, that's 30, that's 45, and to simplify this, we haven't done this topic, but to simplify this, we have the 3 coming out here, just to write it like a nice way, 3 root 325. It's like algebra. If you have x times 3, we write 3x. This is something very similar. You could just work this out on the calculator and get your answer. And your answer is 279.1 square millimeters. And that's rounded to 1 decimal place. Okay, have a go at these two particular triangular prisms, and we'll see how you went. Okay, so here are our solutions. The first one is 504 square centimeters, and the fourth question is 141 square centimeters. If you have a question about that, make sure you ask that particular question in class next lesson. Thanks for watching the video.